Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Round one was super interesting. I'm not going to be here giving you details and my analysis and impressions and blah, blah, blah. We'll be here for days. Um, I think the most shocking day was had to been round one. Um, Especially for us in the sense of we had the sixth pick, and the 18th pick for the first round. Made a trade with the Cardinals, and we got their 12th pick. We give up our sixth, and with that 12th pick, I'm thinking JSN. I definitely didn't think Jameer Gibbs. Um, if you don't know, running back out of Alabama. I've seen his combine. The dude's real shifty, real quick. A lot of Lions fans was questioning why get a running back when we already have Montgomery and we have Swift. Um, on top of that, why get a guy this early? Uh, would he have been around later? I mean, who knows? I've done my research, and our GM was talking about that. It was teams that was actually calling to trade up to get him and to get our 18th pick in Jack Campbell. Um, like I said, that first day I was real. I guarantee you it wasn't just me. A lot of Lions fans was confused, questioning a lot of things. Um, and going into the 18th pick, I wasn't um, too mad at that pick because Jack Campbell coming out of Alabama, linebacker. I'm well aware of that Iowa defense. That was definitely their strong suit was their defense. So I'm well familiar with Jack Campbell and his play style. Me being a Big Ten fan, me being a Michigan fan, I'm well aware. Between rounds one and two, we were getting guys for seeing like from just Alabama and Iowa. Obviously, as rounds have passed, the playing field obviously opened up. Um, but definitely the round one was definitely an eye opener for a lot of Lions fans questioning things. Are we keeping Swift? Friday, I found out that the Lions are going to be trading Swift. Lions fans just didn't know at what point we were going to do it. Fast forward Saturday, uh, we all find out that Swift is going to the Eagles, and we get back trade compensation. It is what it is. But it kind of brings some more clarity on us getting Jameer Gibbs, him being probably that secondary back for us. Which is like I said, I mean, from what I'm hearing, they're calling him, or his teammates and other NFL analysts are calling him Alvin Kamara type player, but Alvin Kamara 2.0. Look, I'm not saying it. I'm him. This is what I'm hearing. Um, and then the one other pick that kind of made me a little bit more happy, I guess. I'm not happy, but uh, I was glad that they made this move of getting Hendon Hooker in the third round, quarterback out of Tennessee. Um, I'm glad that they picked him. He's in a good, I feel like a good spot with us. Doesn't need to rush his injury. Can be a sponge and learn a lot from Jared Goff during the season. And when it's time for him to go on the field, um, he can do what he does best. Obviously, he had a stellar season at Tennessee this past season. Despite the injury he had, um, the kid balled out. So overall, like I said, I'm not going to get too deep in detail. I think as Lions fans, we definitely had the most shock come from round one. But as time kind of passed, I felt like that shock kind of um, became more clarity. We became more understanding of why certain picks was made, and all these guys, like I said, I feel like are impact players, guys who can definitely come in and strengthen our defense and straighten our offense. And I'm all here for it. Obviously, at the end of the day, the goal is to make it to the playoffs, um, and be better than last year. We did it on a good note. So I guess getting these guys is another step in the right direction, and hopefully they can add great value to the team.
Mad to be with the Detroit Lion picks. It takes, hey, like I told him, This team did this thing, my personal opinion, I ended up doing my research, doing my homework on these boys. A lot of them, a couple of them, a lot, when the NFL draft takes place, you really don't know a lot. A lot of guys, let's be honest, you ain't gonna know every guy that touched every school. You know what I'm saying? That's how, but the scouts do. That's what they get paid for. That's how you find them hitting gyms. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I love the Gibbs pick. I love it. To me, one of the best running backs in the I'm not gonna say league, in the nation. Coming out the draft. You know what I'm saying? Of course you got Robinson, B. John out there. You know what I'm saying? I like the Jack Campbell pickup that they did. I like the Hooker. To me, Hooker was my favorite quarterback outside of Anthony Richardson. Not because all Drew's a black QB, but I love the Hooker to me, because one of my favorite prospects coming out, of the draft this year was Hyatt. Well, Hyatt had to get the ball somehow. You know what I'm saying? My boy Hyatt, from Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So he had to get he had to get the ball somehow, right? And he got that from Hooker. Hooker did his thing. And Hooker, to me, he showed that he can play in big games. And the fact that, with me and Matt B was talking about off the screen, that they can also, what you call it, he ain't got to come back and just rush in because they got golf. You sit there and get healthy from your injury. And not only get healthy from your injury, but sit there that also, and then, just sit back and just soak in being an NFL player now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to rush right into it. You know what I'm saying? So now I like that. So I think that's going to benefit them in the long run and benefit his career personally for the long run. And you know what I'm saying? He's a sleeper to me, like I said, my boy Anthony Richardson. And we're going to talk about the coaches soon. I like Sam Laporta. You know what I'm saying? Lions did their things. And with me being a Chicago Bears fan, and then we having, us being in the same division, I ain't gonna lie, to me, I'm not thinking so much about the Packers with A-Rod gone. I'm not thinking too much about the Vikings. And I like Sam Laporta. I ain't thinking too much about what the Packers being gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't thinking too much about what the Vikings being gone. Sam Laporta. You know what I'm saying? I like that pickup. So to me, I like the Gibbs. They got the Gibbs, the Campbell, the Hookers, the Laportas. I like their picks. You know what I'm saying? So I'll transfer in to say that to me the top sleeper teams being hands down to me was Lions. That's my first one. I just had to piggyback off of that. To me, Texans, they go number 2. I got the C.J. Stroud, the Will Anderson, the Juice. I love I love the Tank Pickens, and I like how Stroud even vouched for Tank. To go get him. And if you don't know what the Texans did, they killed the fucking draft. They killed the motherfucking draft. First of all, you get C.J. Stroud, arguably one of the best offensive players in the draft. You then go and get Will Anderson, arguably the best defensive player in the draft. Then you go and get Juice. You get somebody to protect your best offensive player in the draft. You go get Tank, somebody that your best offensive player in the draft can throw to. Come on now, and the defense was shabby last year. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too bad. See what I'm saying? So like I said, to me, the Texans really killed the draft. The Texans killed the draft. They number 2. So if we're going in order, I'm counting down. The Lions was 3. Number 2 was the Texans, and then number motherfucking 1. God damn it, the Eagles. I had to hit my boy JB and talk to him. Them whole ass niggas. I mean, it's the most respectful way. But god damn. First of all, as a Bears fan, I wanted Jalen Carter to drop to us. He did. We chose not to get him. And I love the pick that we got. I'm talking about my Bears soon. But they get Georgia everything. And then if that didn't stop it, they get an OT in Alabama. Then they get a DB in Illinois. Both legitimate picks. Both one of the best in their, in their categories, in their position, in the draft. The Eagles killed the fucking draft. They front office killing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my best, picks coming from the draft this year. Teams, it will go Lions at 3, Texans 2, then the Eagles at 1. And then you can throw like a little honorable mention. I like what the Panthers did. I like how they got Bryce Young. I like how they got Jonathan Mingo. He ain't no damn DJ Moore that my Bears got. I got like the DJ Johnson, like the Chandler picks up. I like the even the Robinson pickups that they did. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping they not do so good, at least not right now. I think them players not going to get good till like 2 or 3 years down the line. I think Bryce Young going to show flashes that he's great automatically, instantly. But me personally, I hope they're not good for another next year or 2. Or really next year. Because I want that boy Marvin Harrison. I want my Bears to go get him. You know what I'm saying? And I had to pick the sleepers, the picks. It's not sleeper team. Sleeper picks to me was the Colts with Anthony Richardson. Like I said, you get a QB. You get your franchise QB. 2B is a franchise QB. To me, he was the best QB in the draft. Outside of Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? To me, it was him and Bryce Young. I like C.J. Stroud, too. You know what I'm saying? But to me, my personal favorite pick, QB pick in the draft, was Anthony Richardson. So then I like the Raiders. The Raiders got Michael Mayer, and then the Saints got my boy Isaiah Foskey. You know what I'm saying? That's Notre Dame picks, Notre Dame fan. You know what I'm saying? But I put them two together. And then the last one, sleeper, like I keep talking about my boy Hyatt from the Giants. Yeah, I like that's like that pic that video that showed up that I probably on Twitter. I'll show you I seen it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't go check it out, it's basically him basically talking to the Dallas Cowboys coach basically how he can run routes. Go look that up. You know what I'm saying? I like that dog in him. He got that dog in him. I think they really sleep on that boy still. So I like that. And then I want him to come to my Bears. I come and find out that he wanted to go to the Giants. So I guess it worked out for everybody. Because speaking of my Bears, we had, to me, one of the best drafts. If we talking about a sleeper team, we talking about the best draft, all that, I just name all them those categories and titles. I just name, throw the Bears all in them one. First of all, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know nothing about Darnell Wright. Did my research. Did my motherfucking research. Boy's a dog. So we get somebody to go protect my boy Fields. We go get a DT and Dexter, senior, out of Florida. We then go get Tyreek, cornerback, round 2. Both of them picks I just named. Dexter was a round 2 pick. Tyreek, a round 2 pick. Not for like we could have. I think Tyreek we had to pounce on real quick. Pause. But Dexter Senior, I feel like we could have got him later. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad we got him. So we get Dexter out of Florida. We get Tyreek out of Miami. We get Zach Pickens out of South Carolina with round 3. Round 4, we get that boy Ro Johnson, Texas. One of the best running backs in the draft. Did my research. He was just overshadowed by B.J. Robinson. Who wouldn't be overshadowed by that boy? He's the best running back in the draft. But that boy Ro, he can do everything. He's your do-it-all back. He reminds me of my favorite player of all time, for those who don't know, Matt Forte. Plays just like him. He don't mind banging just like him. Pause. Could catch out the backfield just like him. Run just like him. Come on now. Then he's just a do-it-all back. Then we got my boy Tyler Scott. Round 4, wide receiver. I was waiting for us to get a wide receiver. I wanted us to get Hyatt, but you look at Scott, he's basically just like a Hyatt. No disrespect that, either one. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I don't want to compare the two, but they're just like each other. Then we go ahead and get that boy Noah Sewell out of Oregon, round 5. Then we get Terrell Smith, round 5, Minnesota. Then we get Travis Bell, DT, Kansas State, the first ever draft pick out of Kansas State, with round 7. And then we get Keno Williamson, DB safety, round 7, Stanford. I love all them picks because we addressed every motherfucking need, nigga. Hey, it's crazy. And hey, Bear Friendly, maybe y'all should be happy I'm not your GM. Because me personally, I would have probably got Jalen Carter and then look for an O-line later on. But me doing my research on Darnell Wright, hey, Post killed the draft. Post and his team killed the draft. Whoever's in charge of them damn picks, they all killed the draft. It's a team effort. Now that shit go. Darnell Wright, legit. You had the best player in the draft. Say this was the hardest player he had to motherfucking defend. Come on now. Dexter, out of Florida. That boy is what you want for a nose tackle. Somebody to line up on that center. That boy is a dog. That boy is a dog. You watch the tape on him. The boy is long and athletic. Both are DTs. Zach Pickens and Dexter, they both long and athletic. Pause. And they strong as hell. And then we look around, we got Tyreek. I love Tyreek out of Miami because I was waiting for us to get a DB because I'm not so confident in our DBs right now. I like them, but I'm not so confident in them right now. I ain't confident that, I'm not confident back there yet. You know what I'm saying? I like how we got, I like how we shore that up. I can see he a dog. He'll run you down. He not only he'll ball hawk you, but he motherfucking pop you too. You know what I'm saying? Soon as the motherfucker get that ball, he pop you. You know what I'm saying? Johnson, like I said, he's the Matt Forte. And I love Matt Forte, my favorite player of all time. Hey, and for those who watching, hey, tell Matt Forte to unblock me. I don't know why he blocked me on Twitter. I never said nothing bad about him. Probably because back in the day I was probably dogging the Bears, but I ain't never said nothing personally bad about Matt Forte. Matt Forte my favorite Bears player. I go on Twitter, the motherfucker got me blocked. Damn, Matt Forte, it's love, my nigga. It's love. Unblock the boy. It's all love. Tyler Scott, speed wide receiver. And then when I'm catching from here, God love her. So he gonna do everything the right way. He's strong in his faith. And not only is he strong in his faith, he's strong in himself, which leads to the faith. Noah Sewell, he going to me, he's like a traditional linebacker, something he would not, be successful in the next level because he's your old style linebacker. But who says that's a problem? Bring it back. Bring it back to how it used to be. He's a hitter. He's a hitter. He's a hitter. So like I said, he's great at what he do. Tyler Scott, he's great at what he do. Tyler Scott might not be the best route runner per se, wide receiver wise, that I just got done talking about. Fat, but he's a fast wide receiver. He's great at what he do. No, so great at what he do. Terrell Smith, I like him. He's a presser. He does. If you look at him, there's not really a lot of people creating separation off of him. I like him. I like the pick. Travis Bill, there's not much tape on him, but from the tape that I didn't see, that boy, good fucking luck. And then and Poe said he got one of the best stories in the draft, like one of those like feel good stories. You just gotta love it. From somebody that goes to work, clocks out of work, and then goes to practice, and then like you gotta love it. You gotta love the intangibles, shit like that you can't teach. That grind, that would want to be better. Now I seen all these dudes interviews. I love them. I love what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, can they translate it to the field? And then lastly, the last pick that we had, round 7, Kendall Wilson. I'm glad that we got this pick. Because I'm like, damn, no disrespect to Brisker, Jaquan, none of them boys that for the Bears. But I'm thinking in my head like, damn, when the hell was we going to get a motherfucking safety? We got our safety. We got a safety. Now, he's played DB, but he also wanted some safety too. And he'll hit you too. You know what I'm saying? That's the Bears defense. All these players this is Bears, coming from a diehard Bears fan. 9 years old. I'm 25 now. These is what diehard Bears fans want. These are the type of Bears players that you want. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, I feel like we could have some other picks, but I love these picks that we got. I feel like we tackled every motherfucking need. Now we still ain't got no DN, but if that's our one weakness, so the fuck be it. Cause our DNs is not so terrible like everybody think they are. So yeah, so you got to think if you and this I'm listening to motherfucker our head coach, Eros, I like to call him Flush. The boys from Coach. And when I listen to polls at their press conference, they said this is what you want. And I believe him. I feel him. You want to dent the pocket. The DTs that we got, and the D-line that we got, they dent the pocket. So then that's when the linebackers come. That's when the DEs can then eat. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I think the DEs on our team here, like, oh, they think we're not good. They finna fuck shit up this year. So yes, I like how we tackled every need. QB. Come on now, we got that tackle. We got that done. The O-line, better. Our O-line's not as bad as everybody think now. With Pickens, because with Washington being there, I said Washington, excuse me, my boy Wright being there, with Wright being there now, it just then makes everybody else better. Everybody else doesn't have to, you know what I'm saying, put so much into it. You know what I'm saying? So we got a QB, got an O-line, we got our running back, we got our fullback. You know what I'm saying? And fuck that, we done got all our receivers. Tight ends, we good. Now let's go defense. Our D-line is good. Our middle linebackers are good. We need that. Because I just got done talking about the Lions. What's going to happen with the Lions is you got running backs. You got Gibbs now. You got my boy Montgomery out there. You motherfuckers got my boy David Montgomery out there. You know what I'm saying? And they had Swift. They just traded Swift. Shout out to Swift. And that's why I said the Eagles killed the draft king. Because how the fuck you get Swift? You know what I'm saying? But just, you know what I'm saying? That's a sidebar. We're going to talk about that in future episodes. You know what I'm saying? But the Bears tackle everything. We got the D-line. We got the linebackers. And then we got the safeties back there. We got the DBs back there. Oh, we ready. It's about that time. I already took too much of your time. Might take no more time. I love the draft. But that's my draft review. Drew. Episode 3. And shout out to Maddie B. Us too. Love. See y'all next episode, man. Love it. Great NFL draft. And you know I gotta wear my orange. And shout out to Design SB with the sweater. Still online at www.someseriesbusiness.com. Bear down, baby. Bear down. Shout out to my boy Johnny with the woo-woo. You know what I'm saying? Wando. You already know.